talk, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright in my dreams. Till I sleep, I'm feeling great, I feel alright in my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you around if you useless.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Play of the game, first throw of the game. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
From the 29, here's second and a couple. He'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws go, windup. Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Back to the air one more time. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Now they'll run on the draw. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
3rd and 4.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up with it.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Back to the ground after the penalty. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Just for the loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
You know, it's funny, Mike, I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. First play, and May goes to the air. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down.
Crazy. Five. Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. First and 10.
Crazy. Here goes Five.
Out of the gun, here's May. He's got it at the 7. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
May to throw again. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And now it's third and goal.
Crazy.
They bring the tight end in motion. He'll try and throw. Here's May. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's
Third and 10. He'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On first and 10, here's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 2.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, 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 crazy.
Working out of the gun, it's May. That's complete to Henderson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Crazy, crazy. Five.
Here's May to throw it on first down. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Hey, Garfield. Crazy. Hey, here goes that. Hey, what's up? Crazy. Five.
Throwing is May. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, New England. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point is up and through. And the Patriots will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being wasted down.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Let's go now.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll have the Jets first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and that will lead to a second down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. A pickup there of 19 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Jets are back within 4 at 14-10.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Crazy. I hear this, sir. 5.
On play action, here's May. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
here we go, throw.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Five.
Throwing now is May. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Five.
To throw is May. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Five.
Throw again is May. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it, and the Pats are out to a 21-10 lead.
21, Jets 10. To kick off.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Hardman now to return it.
Nicole Hardman on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Quick throw here is complete. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Double up.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Headed left. That is Christian Barmore. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Crazy! Crazy! Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, Bob. Hey, what's that?
The man in motion is Watson. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. What a big play there for New England. 37 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Trying to start on the ground, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll look to throw. And it's caught left side by Taylor. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Go! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
19 tight. 19. And put.
He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's 5. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And this Nice work there. Go into a slide and gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
That one on target to Watson. And he will get into the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown Patriots. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Pats will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Unlock Lion! Unlock Lion! Let's go! Let's go!
They'll begin here on the ground. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of those shortcomings elsewhere. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll only get a couple on this one until the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
To throw on 1st down is May. That complete to Henderson. And he will score again. Ravion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The extra point is good. And the Patriots add on to their already sizable lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, set!
That'll give up the middle. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go.
And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is 4th down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And we will not see a return on this one, as